Hey guys, another DMOS Lot Reviews video here, and today we're just doing a small tutorial on how to change a motor in a car. So today's model is a Jaguar XKR. I'm just using this model because it's the one I've got hanging around, and the reason why I'm using it is just because I just thought I'd use this model because it's a car that's no longer made by Scalextric, but it's quite a nice one nonetheless. So we got the motor here, which is your standard 18,000 rev motor. These are actually lights that belong to the Jaguar XKR. This is the model that I borrowed it from. Basically, the motor is there, you've got your rear lights attached to the closer to it, and then you've got the DPR plug there, your front lights there, and also your braids there. So those are all the bits that you need to install, put on together to make the car work. Sometimes you can get the older motors that don't have the digital plug ready system on it, and that would probably be better if you don't actually need the car to be chipped, just because sometimes with that bit, the white bit there, if it's not fully plugged into the black part here, the sort of chip holder, then the car won't work. So sometimes if your car isn't working, before you get a new motor, just try fiddling with that bit, push it further in. It could be that that's not actually making the car work. So the car has 6 screws along the bottom of it. Some of the newer ones from about 2014 onwards have just the 4, so it just makes it slightly easier when you take the car apart. When you take the screws off, I like to stick them just on the magnet, because we won't be taking the magnet off the car, and that way you don't lose your screws. There we go. So this one here, that's the motor, hasn't got any lights on it because it was a super resistant model. But because it is the Jaguar XKR and the motor is from another XKR, it has got the holds for the lights because it's the same chassis. So you don't have to worry about gluing the lights into place. So what I tend to do is pop the rear wheels out. They just click out like that quite quickly and easily. The motor as well quite quickly comes off. There you go. And then you get to this bit here where you've got the braids on the inside, then you've got the chip bit there. So because you're swapping it over, you might as well just take this bit off, especially if you have got this spare plastic bit. So if you've got the spare plastic bit, I would leave it on attach it to the white part there, and then when you're taking this bit off, just take the whole lot with you, because getting that white part out of the black bit, especially if it's the first time you're doing it, can be quite fiddly. Take some time up. And then the braid at the front there has a screw, so you have to take that out. Again, just stick that on the motor, and then take the braids off the actual slot, and then just pop the little metal bits, just slide off like that. There you go. So that was quick and easy. The motor's out. So now you have to install the new one. So basically just do the reverse of what you did. I would start with the braids first. Get that bit secure. So just slot that bit in. As you can see, it's kind of got like a groove in it, so that's how it fits in. It's quite malleable as well, so it's quite easy to bend, so be careful when doing it. Slot that bit in, and make sure you use the right screws. This one here, it's quite flat as well. When you're installing it, just make sure that none of the wires touch any of the metal bits, none of the metal touches on metal, because that will obviously cause a short, stop the car from working. And then slot the black bit into the plastic bit, like so. Sometimes you hear a click with that, sometimes you don't. Put it in from underneath, and obviously again you need your correct screw. It's the one with the flat bit on it. There we go, that's in place. And now your motor. Make sure you put the cog going the right way, so it should be on your left, because it won't fit if you put it into the right. slot the lights into place. They're the tricky bits sometimes because they just don't stay in place sometimes. Obviously then your rear wheels, make sure that you don't cross the wheels over the wires, because obviously the wires will get caught up as you go around and stop the car from working. It's the same with the front lights as well. If you put the lights underneath the wires, because there's so many wires, they get all caught up with each other. At the moment, it's the lights that are the most fiddly bit. Then you just slot that into place like so. And then you screw it all back up. And that's pretty much it. There's nothing much more to it. 10-minute job, if that. Obviously, I've got a camera in the way, so it would have been a little quicker. Yeah, it was no more than 10 minutes. A little bit of work, making sure you've got the right screws in the right place, and there you have it. That's how you install a motor in a slot car, or a Scalextric one at least anyway. So if you have any more comments, or if you tried it and that doesn't work, just give me a comment and I'll be able to help. Just tell me the situation and see what I can do. Thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to look at the blog spot as well.